Hey guys, welcome back. So for today's video, I wanted to share this item that just came in the mail. It is a beauty or skincare fridge, and it is by the company Ligiant. And it's a pretty decent size. It's not super heavy. It's 4 liters capacity, as you guys can see, which could store about 6 cans of, like soda or whatever, size-wise, to give you an idea. But for me, I'm going to be using this fridge to store skincare. Now, you're probably wondering, well, why would you need a fridge to store, excuse me, that's a tongue twister, to store your skincare products? And it's because the fridge extends the shelf life of your skincare products. And I actually have a product that you'll see later on in the video specifically that needs to be in a cooler temperature in order to extend its life, or it's just gonna like wear off, or like the potency of it, if you will, doesn't last as long as you'd like it to. And if you're spending a lot of money on your skincare, especially, you want to extend the shelf life of it. So that's why this is important. But I'm going to get into all the different features of this. We're going to unbox it, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you how I set it up and how I put my skincare in it. You'll see what products I'm using. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys like to see more on this beauty fridge or cooler, then just keep watching. So this is what the beautiful fridge looks like. And first off, I'm going to turn it around because there is a mirror in the front, which I'll get to, but we have a handle right here. So this is super portable, excuse me, if you want to bring this anywhere. My last one was shaped completely differently and it did not have a handle. So I really love that if you need to travel, you can just hang on to it right there because it has a really nice handle. I love the sleek design of this. And it's not super heavy, you guys. So next you're gonna notice, and I love this feature because I've never seen this on a skincare fridge, so it's like a 2-in-1. Not only can this hold your skincare products, but you could use it on your vanity to do your makeup. It's got the little LED light setting right there, which I'll get into. So if you're in low light, excuse me, you can obviously put the light on. So I think that's brilliant. That's super cool that that is an added feature in this fridge. And then the other thing I wanted to mention about this fridge that I haven't seen in other ones, or especially the one that I had previously, is that not only does this have the option to keep your skincare products cooler, but it also has the option to keep them warmer as well. For example, say you wanted to do like a face mask or an eye mask and you wanted it to be heated, that's where this comes in. So I love that there's like the dual temperature going on, which you guys will see. I just wanted to mention it. And lastly, this really has a low noise level. This is the fan back here and you really don't hear it. Other fridges could be loud, so I did want to mention that because sometimes people have issues when they're using things, how loud they operate, so I did figure I'd mention that. So that's what it looks like, and to give you guys an idea again, 6 cans could fit in this, 2 on the top, 4 on the bottom, but that's it. You could definitely fit a lot in there. And then I like too, if you guys can see, it's got this little like compartment right here. If you have some like smaller skincare products that you want to put in here, masks, anything like that, you have that option as well. So that is what the inside of the fridge looks like. Next, I want to go over the 3 different cords that it comes with. It's really nice that they include all these. So obviously, depending on where I'm going to set this up, whether it be in here or in my bathroom, which I'm still in the process of figuring out, this is going to be the plug that you use. Obviously, you're going to plug this in and then this would go into the fridge. So this would be for any surface or anywhere you're going to put it indoors. This is the plug you're going to use. Next, say you have a actual plug, a USB plug, then they give you the cord right there and you can plug it in and then plug that in. So you don't need the big bulky plug. So that's really cool. They give you this as well. And then lastly, if that's not enough, you could actually plug this in your car. We've got a car jack right here, you guys. So I love that option. If you want to bring this fridge with you, keep your products cold, don't panic because we can plug it into the car. So I really like that they include those options. I want to read a little bit more about the warming and cooling features. So say you plug this in and you want this fridge to just get super cold. It says to stock the fridge with already chilled beverages. Then it says cooling and heating effectiveness is influenced by the room temperature. Excessively high or low temperatures will affect this. Ambient temperature refers to the temperature of the surrounding air. For instance, when the device is set to cooling mode, it cools up to 40 degrees Fahrenheit below ambient temperature and warms up to 140 degrees Fahrenheit at an ambient temperature of 75 degrees. So that's crazy. I've never seen that before. So say it's like 65 in here or 70, it's going to drop 40 degrees below that. So you guys kind of get the gist. So that's really cool. Good to know. And then it says the warming function is not designed to heat cold foods, but to keep hot foods at a warm temperature. Additionally, it can be used to keep liquids, oils, and other beauty products warm. So obviously this can cover food, like I had mentioned before, but we're going to be using this for beauty products. And then it lastly just says when you're going between modes, you need to turn the fridge off for at least 30 seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to go set this up now, and once I have it set up where I decide to set it up, I'm gonna come back and show you guys the features that we talked about, the lighting features and the warm and the cold, and then I'm gonna show you how I store my skincare products in there. So this is the setup I'm going to do right now because I have more space here than on my countertop in my bathroom. So I kind of made a little makeshift stand right here with my moisturizer so you guys can see this better. So now I wanna go over the lighting options. So we're going to hit this. This is the brightest, and that is really bright, you guys. This one barely does anything. This is really great lighting, really excited. So this is the highest. Then we're gonna go to medium, and then we're going to go to the lightest. So just depending on like what your light settings are or what you're going for. So I'm gonna turn it off now. So next, if I'm quiet for a second, you guys can hear that the fan is not that loud. You do not hear this. Some refrigerators are so loud, so don't even get me started on that. So I did want to mention that. Now I want to see if this is warming up because we did do that warm button. So let's see. Oh my gosh, it is definitely getting warm in there. So that's a really, really cool option if you need to keep anything warm. So I will definitely keep that in mind. So this is the skincare lineup we have. I don't have a lot of skincare items that I use on a daily basis. For me, it's like less is more. So first off, I wasn't going to throw in my face cream moisturizer from e.l.f., but I'm like, why not? Because we can just store everything in there. But the one that has the sunscreen in, I'm just going to keep over here. I'm not going to store that in there. And then I'm like, why don't I store these Thirst Burst drops? I love these. Now, when I'm putting this on and it's like cooling, that's going to be amazing before makeup. So I'm definitely going to put those in. And then I've talked about The Ordinary so many times before. So I have a bunch of their, not a bunch, but I have 3 of their serums. This one I mention all the time, and I tell all of my clients, because I'm a makeup artist, about this. This is the Ordinary AHA BHA serum, and this is great for exfoliating. This is actually exfoliating, not like a face cleanser that says exfoliating. You need the AHA BHA, and if you have like any dry flakes or peelies or just dull skin, this is really going to help bring your skin back to life. I do this once a week, but I am running low. And then next, what's this guy? We have the GF15, if it wants to focus. We have the GF15 solution by The Ordinary. I believe this is a growth factor serum, so I have to start using this again. It is relatively new from their line. Last from The Ordinary, I have their retinol, 0.5% in squalene. Now, I like to use this instead of using retinol in general, because this one, I do not peel. I do not have any irritation. If I use other forms of retinol, it's not good. I peel, my makeup doesn't look good. It's just not a good thing. My daily moisturizer, I've mentioned this before in the Nira videos, is the Youth Renewal Peptide Cream. And I love this stuff. I use this in combination with their hyaluronic acid serum. And then obviously the Nira Laser, which I'll link down below if you guys are interested. But I really like these combo together. Hold on there. And then lastly, this is the item that I was telling you guys about. This is a vitamin C serum. It's 20% vitamin C, ferulic acid, and vitamin E from Timeless. I love this stuff. Now, this has to be in like a cooler temperature. I've been keeping it in my fridge, If you don't, it's just not going to prolong the shelf life of it. So I'm really excited about this fridge. Next, if you're using vitamin C serum, I will mention that you want to get like an airtight pump container. You don't want to get a dropper, mainly because when the vitamin C is exposed to the air, over time, it just loses its potency. So I just wanted to mention that. That's why I go with this brand, but I really like this. So let's show you what I did. Obviously, you notice I did take this little shelf out, which you totally can, because my two Nira bottles are really tall. So no matter which way I put it, I just couldn't like lay them like down. So I had to stack them up. I couldn't lay them flat, but that works. That's everything. I still have like a little bit of room left. Like I could put something like right in here. And then if I have anything small right here, I could also put that in there as well. So if you guys are interested in this beauty skincare fridge, I will have a link down below. This can also be used for other things. If you want to store, like say you are breastfeeding, you could definitely store the milk in here without having to walk all the way to the kitchen. So I figured I'd mention that because I was reading that as well. But I will have this listed down below. Let me know in the comments if you've tried a skincare or beauty fridge. If you're thinking about it, I'd be curious to find out. But anyways, that is it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.